Yeah, man. So, I'm not one to really whine about what's going on, but I like to document what's going on. So, um, I'm getting hit every day, all the time, with microwaves, assaulting microwaves from the neural monitoring system. Um, they often hit my head. It feels like it's evaporating the moisture inside your head. You'll feel little bubbles popping and stuff. And they hit my knee all the time. My left knee on the inside, they hit it. I woke up, um, this morning from a dead sleep in horrible pain about them hitting my knee with these microwaves. And they like to work certain areas, and they like to hit people's genitals with these microwaves. That's what these gang stalkers do, okay? Um, that's what they do. They really do that. Um, there's not a good way to block it. There's probably some equipment to detect it, and I'm looking into that because I want to get something like that. It's the EMF meters do not. They don't detect that. They detect EMF waves that they're watching you off of, but they're not detecting these um, microwaves. I believe there's some kind of EMF waves too, but whatever it is, it's not detectable by the same meter that detects the EMF waves that they watch you off of. Um, Gang stalkers, they love to they love to see you in a tinfoil hat on your neural monitoring. They love to see you trying all kinds of bizarre stuff and doing anything you can to try to block it because nothing works, and they know that. There is nothing that works. The only thing I've found to disrupt any of these EMF waves is lasers, and so some other kind of light perhaps can disrupt it. But I'm not a scientist, so I'm working on these methods, but nobody understands what's going on. So I'm trying to pioneer these things, and I'm also trying to combat all the propaganda that's going on out here because that's what a lot of it is. Some people say, "Oh, your cell phone is the cell phone, and it's the white van person with a microwave gun in the back and all this stuff, direct energy weapons," and it's not. It's not any of that. They love to see us thinking all of this propaganda stuff is reality when it's not. The reality is it's all broadcasted from satellites, from the neural monitoring system, and it's more than likely it's not the government. I mean, the government owns it, but it's not the government. It's somebody you know, okay? Because I know 20 plus people that have access to neural monitoring and are gang stalkers. I know them personally. I've known them for a long time before they were even gang stalkers. I know about 6 people that are targeted. Around here on the internet, I know 1,000 people, but I'm talking about in the town in my city by this same group of gang stalkers. It's somebody you know, most likely, probably your ex. It's probably your ex boyfriend or girlfriend that's broadcasting their minds to you while they're having mind control orgies with these other gang stalkers. That's a big part of what they do. They use this EMF headset and neural monitoring to connect to each other, and they all do mind control orgies, and they broadcast it to their exes and to people they don't like. Okay, they like to hit you in your genitals, and they like to try to wreck your life and see if they can make you self-destruct. So you don't want to self-destruct. Another thing they do, they like to see you in real life. They will gang stalk you in real life. A lot of it, with me especially, it's all remote, done with broadcasts and through neural monitoring because we've had it out in the streets. But they will gang stalk people, and they're not probably not going to do anything to you, but they want to terrorize you and they want you to do something to yourself. They'd love it if you just kill yourself. For whatever reason, they're that horrible. But they like to see you in person, take a snapshot of you. You'll see them go real quick with their camera, take a snapshot of you. When they do that, what they're trying to do is um, have a picture of you to post it up on your neural monitoring so they can look cool, like they got that close to a target person. It's even better if you see them do it. That way they got both perspectives. They got them taking a picture of you and you seeing them do it. And it's all on the neural monitoring. So they get like kudos from the other gang stalkers for that. These people aren't getting paid. They do all this for entertainment and for fun because they love it and they're addicted to mind control. Okay, they feel empowered with this technology they're accessing um, without a probability of getting caught because nobody's willing to investigate this. But I'm kind of changing the game up because I got way too much evidence for them to keep denying an investigation. So I'm starting to get a lot of support, and I'm starting to have a lot of people understanding what's really going on. So, and if you take a picture of them, that's like points off. They don't want to have you taking a picture of them. But keep your cameras out. Keep your calls recording. Keep your cameras out. Keep your EMF meter on. Go to the pawn shop or get your old phone out of the drawer and use it for something. Use it to record videos. Use it to, you could get an old laptop at the pawn shop for $100 or some kind of external hard drive at Walmart or something. It don't cost that much. Okay, and you can compile up these telepathic recordings and these videos and everything, and it's not that costly. Okay, I got so many terabytes, and I'll never run out of space because I'll go to Walmart and spend another $80 on some more terabytes. I don't care. I want this evidence. All right, they got Google Drives. Open you up a whole bunch of Google emails, and then just use 15 gigabytes on each one of them. There's your external hard drive. You got places to put all this stuff if your phone's full. Do whatever you got to do. Get videos, get audios, telepathic recordings by calling yourself with a record app. Get your old phone out the drawer and use it for an EMF meter if nothing else. There's things you can do about this, and the more you record and listen to what you've recorded, you'll figure out more of what's really going on. That's a lot of the reason I figured out so much is because I listen to what I record and I can hear them, so I know what's going on behind the scenes. Because what I record is the subliminal EMF broadcast. It's like the behind the scenes when they're muted, when I don't hear them out loud telepathic. I can record the out loud telepathic too, but it's more difficult. But you get a good perspective of what's going on. So do everything you can. Do everything you can to get your evidence so you don't get shut out of these big lawsuits that are coming, because they are coming, I promise.